Okay, so types of recording are completed, and we have also completed many things other than that. So we have understood about add-ins, and we have talked about checkpoint, and we have talked about object repository. Also dealt with repository, right?
Yeah, checkpoint.
Yeah.
All finished. Yeah, last class. Yeah.
So we already have dealt about. Yep. So did we talk about checkpoints?
Checkpoint. Yeah, checkpoint already done last time. Yeah. Last class.
Yeah, insert checkpoint. Yeah, last class we have done about static checkpoint, text area, bitmap checkpoint, the database checkpoint too, right? So fine. So
we did a database checkpoint also.
Okay. First of all, whatever we have covered. Yes, is database too. So, okay, if you don't remember, let me do the database again. No problem. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Insert checkpoint, and only for the database checkpoint from the resource, you need not record. Okay. So just click on database checkpoint in here. As you can see, you can specify an SQL manually. To learn SQL, please do learn SQL. Okay.
Okay.
So if you are a manual tester and say that no, I don't know SQL, but I've done testing, it's not going to work out. In any interview, there will be a question for sure asked about SQL.
Okay.
It is very easy. It is very, very, very easy. Don't worry about that. I'm going to send you a link. Please go through the link and try to learn. So in case if you are unable to learn, then I'll help you out. Not able to learn. So this is how I insert a database checkpoint. Click on specify SQL statement manually. Click on create.
Create. Okay.
Once you click on create, from two data sources. One is a machine data source, the other one is a file data source. So when you click on a machine data source, then you can find Qt Flight 32. So this is the application for which we need to check the database for. So click on Qt Flight. Now click OK. So the string which is generated in here, it is nothing but the string which is QTP and 32.
Okay. Okay.
Tamanna, I'm doing good. So we are talking, Tamanna, we are talking about a database checkpoint. So I'll repeat this process. So don't worry about that. So see in here, it is a connection. But connect it is going to connect QTP and Flight 32. So if you do not have this, then you can connect QTP and the database of Flight 32. I think I'm clear till here, right?
Yeah, this is good.
About the connection string. Now specify an SQL statement. So for now, just remember, select star from flights.
Okay.
And click finish. Thanks. Okay, click on finish. And as you can see in here, there are flight numbers, departure times in here. So if you want to understand the database easily, let me open up the application. Now you will understand the link between the database and the application. So whatever we are seeing in here is nothing but a database table. DB table does mean database table. For example, DB table. Okay. As you can see in here, flight registration. So go to just insert some date of flight in here. It is 14th today. So 15 12, 14, flight from okay, less than 1 to 12. 15, 14, flight, so there is no flight. Los Angeles. Okay. So as you can see in here, there is a flight number 20321, right? 20321, which is flying from France to some place, that is Los Angeles. When you go to the database 20321, remember that. So you will find 20321 in here. Oh, 1. So you should go for 2. 19. 20331. So we'll have 20321.
Yeah, we saw that.
Can you see it?
Yeah. This
Flight
highlighted.
number 203.
The highlighted one, yeah.
If I delete this 20321, in case, yeah, so in case if I delete this 20321 from here, then if this flight will not be available in here also.
Okay.
So database is nothing but it's gonna act just like a brain for your. Understood? So if you don't have a database, then there will not be any data available even in your application too. You cannot find any data in your application too. Okay, are you clear till here?
Yeah, that's fine.
Tamanna?
Yes, Patricia. Hi.
Tamanna?
Hello?
Yes. So I'm going to repeat. Yes, Tamanna, I'm there.
Yes, how
I'm
are
going to
you?
repeat the same thing what I have done right now. Go to insert. I'm doing good, Tamanna, I'm doing good. So I'm going to repeat the same whatever I have done right now.
All right, thank you.
Understanding? So click on insert. You will find insert. Yeah. So insert, checkpoint, database checkpoint. Click on specify SQL statement manually. Click on specify SQL statement manually. And then click on next. And then click on create. See, I'm repeating the same steps again. Specify SQL statement manually. Click on next. And now click on create. And now go to machine data source. I think you're noting on the steps, whatever I am trying to do in here. So go to machine data source. From there, select Qt flight 32, Qt underscore flight 32. So what did I do? There are two data sources for me, file data source and data source. Select Qt underscore flight 32. Now click OK. Once you click OK, there will be a connection string available in here. This connection string is nothing but it is a string which is going to connect QTP with your flight 32 application. Now specify an SQL statement manually. So select start from flights. Select start from flights. Now click on finish. As you can see, it's going to show you the flight number, departure from, departure to, and then the date of departure, the time of departure of that flight. So it's going to show all this data. Now, if I want to check if this particular 1023 flight is available or not, I need to just if it is checked or not. Check symbol in here, right? There's a tick symbol. So, in case if you want to check if this particular flight is available or not, Just make sure that there is a tick symbol in here, and now click OK. So as you can see in here, a checkpoint has been generated and a script or a line of script has been generated to a checkpoint called as database checkpoint. So are we clear till here?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, Tamanna, please listen carefully. As you were not there for the checkpoints class, yesterday's class, Arjun would be providing you the, or else Tamanna, sorry, Ruma would be providing you the recorded links. You can go through the recorded links. Yes, Tamanna? I know if she is there. Okay, fine. So, let's
Her mic, I saw that. Oh,
fine.
okay.
So,
I'm mute and she
today,
okay.
I'm going to talk about.
Hello, Pratisha.
Okay, so today we are going to talk about. Yes, Tamanna. Since you were not there for the last class, Ruma would be providing you the recorded sessions. You can go through the recorded sessions. Anyhow, I'm going to, after 2 days, I'm going to revise whatever the topics which I have taught till now. Okay? Yes, Tamanna?
Her mic mute. Why she pressed the mute button? I don't know.
Okay. Fine. Anyways, so so today what are the topics which we are going to deal with are output value. Output value. We are going to have a bit longer session. So please have patience for it. So you have output value, and then we have actions, and then we are going to, if we have time, then we will be going through data table. So these are the 3 topics which we are going to discuss today. So first of all, there are different types of output values. So it is just like checkpoints. We have standard output value, text output value, text area output value, database output value from the application, output value from the application, and output value from the resource. Okay, so these are all the different output values whatever we do have. Okay, fine. So now we are going to understand what is the difference between a checkpoint and an output value, how to use output value. This is what we are going to learn today. First of all, as usual, only if you start recording, your output values would be enabled. So as you can see, all the output values are enabled now. Let me take up the same flight application from here. What would I do is that I would enter Pratyusha in this. Okay. So now go to insert, checkpoint, output value, standard output value. So in the same way in which I use a standard checkpoint, that is I use my output value also. I want to check if this particular agent name is available or not in the application. I am repeating again, I just want to check if this particular agent name, if a field called as agent name is available or not. So
Okay.
click on the agent name over here, click OK. As you can see, a standard checkpoint is for what? A standard checkpoint, I'm going slowly for Tamanna also, a standard checkpoint is to check properties and values of a particular object. A standard checkpoint is to check the properties and values of a particular object. Now, since I want to check this, whether this agent name is available or not, that is present in a property called as text.
Text, okay.
That is the value of a property called as a text. So, just check on this. Just check on this. Okay. So now click OK. Fine. Let me stop recording now. Let me stop this. Very simple. I started the recording. I just wanted to check if that agent name is available or not. So I went to insert, and then I have selected the output value, and from there I have selected standard output value, and I have selected the property I need to check. Now, see, as you can see in here, what output value does is that it is storing this value in the data table. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever I need to check this agent name. Whatever I need to check, this is storing the output value, is storing that particular property in your data table.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
So basically, first of all, so in order to understand this topic well, first of all, you need to understand about data tables. So there are two types of data tables. One is a test data table. One is a test data table. The other one is a runtime data table. The other one is a runtime data table, right? We have two types of data tables, that is a test data table and other one is a runtime data table. Whatever the data table which you can see in here, that is called as a test data table. And whatever the data table which is present in your results page, even in your results page also, where you can see passed or failed or done, so in your results page also you do have a data table. That is called as a runtime data table. Understood?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Fine. So, fine. So, as you can see, whatever the output value which I have inserted, this the standard value which I need to check, whichever property I need to check, it is going to store in this data. So now, once I play back, let us see what would happen. So run. Okay. 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 So it did run. It has executed the script. Show me the test result page. I think it's taking some time. Okay, fine. So results page has come. So okay, as you can see in here, the result is finally it has passed. And when I expand the steps in here, you can see each and every step has been passed. So that is why it is showing you that the result is passed. In case if there is a single step or a single line of the script has failed, then it will show you that it has failed. Even if all the steps have passed, a single step, just a single step has, if there is a failure in a single step, even then it will show you a failed result. Okay. So now go to view and you can see data table. As you can see, go to view and click on data table. See? So when at test, when you are recording, the agent name was this. Whatever it has stored in this table. And when you are playing it back, then the result was this. Now did you understand the comparison between these two? What would the checkpoint do is that, I am unable to hear you Ruma?
Yeah,
I think
I'm.
there might be some problem. But anyways, please send me a message in chat because I am unable to hear you now. So I think now we have understood the difference between a checkpoint and an output value. Checkpoint is that it is just gonna check. It is just gonna check and give you the result whether it has passed or not. But we doesn't know what it has checked at runtime. But whereas while using your output values, it is not only going to show you what at recording what was the property and value of the object, and when you are playing it back, what is the property and value of the object. So if you want to know what is the property and value of the object while playback, then you can go to this run results viewer, just click on this view and then select this data table in here, and you can see the data table out there. So it is showing in red. It does mean that it has compared the value and it has passed in here. So did you understand?
Yes.
Please send me a message in chat because I am unable to hear you people. Please send me a message in chat. I'm unable to hear you, Ruma. Please send me a message in chat.
Okay, I'm good.
Okay, fine. I think you have understood the steps then. So now we are going to talk about, see, just like a checkpoint, text checkpoint, use so. Don't worry, Tamanna. I'm going to use the next checkpoint, then you can understand it much more clearly. So again, I click on this record button over here. Open up the application, flight, and now I'm writing something in here. So is this a text or not?
This is a text.
Do you agree? This is a text, right?
Yeah.
This is a text.
Yeah, text.
So now I want to check, see, while recording I've entered Pratyusha in here. I want to check even in runtime the application or the QTP have entered the same text in here. In order to know that, I would go to insert, output value, click on text output value. Since it is a text, I am checking out a text, so click on text output value. Now point out the text which I need to check. Point out the text which I need to check. So click on that Pratyusha in there because this is the text which I want to check. Now click OK. And now it is going to store whatever the text which is written in here. It is going to store it in a data table called as agent underscore and name output text output.
Yeah,
so
okay.
what is it showing? I'm repeating. I'm repeating again. So whatever the text which is entered in this agent name, it is going to store this text in a data table called as agent underscore name underscore output underscore text.
Okay.
So click OK. And now stop recording. See, as you can see, since I wanted to compare the text which is available, as you can see, Pratyusha, it is storing this first. For further comparison, it is storing it first. Now, just a second. I am deleting these lines. You people, please don't delete these lines. Don't get confused. Don't be confused. Just follow the steps which I have previously told you. So now click run. Fine. So there were two things which are compared in here. One is I told it to compare agent name, whether this particular field is available or not. If this particular field is available, then please check if Pratyusha, there is a text called as Pratyusha entered in that field or not. So go to view and click on data table. Now, can you see? So the same text is entered. What it will display, whatever the, see, in run results viewer, the data table would display whatever the data which have been entered at runtime. And the data table which is present in your test, that is in this test data table, it is going to show you what data which you have entered while recording. I think I am clear till here. Am I clear? Tamanna, am I clear? And Ruma, am I clear? Yes, Tamanna, I didn't get a reply from you. Am I clear? It has muted me. I don't know why. Yes, now we are clear. Okay, fine then. So we are going to follow the next step. So as you can see, we have different types of output values. So standard output value is for what? It is to compare the properties and values, to check the properties and values of the object. Now text output value, it is to check the text available in the application. Text area output value is to check a particular area of the text. So I'm going to use that output value now. So click on record again, and I'm going back to the slide application, and I want to check if this OK button is available or not. If the button, if the name of the button is OK or not. So what would I do? Insert output value, text area output value, and you are going to select the area. See, as you can see, there is a plus symbol appearing here. So you are going to select that particular area which you want to check, not the whole text. For example, when I have checked the text output value, so I have seen Pratyusha is available or not. So, and agent name, the whole text is available or not. But if I want to check for this agent itself, I don't want to check till name. I just want to check if this agent text is available or not. So what would I do? I would just drag this plus symbol over here and just leave it. And now it is going to this whatever the text which I want to check right now. It is gonna store it in a data table called as login output underscore text underscore out. So click OK. And now stop recording. As you can see, login underscore. See, while I was recording this, while I was using the standard checkpoint, the whole text need to be checked. You cannot select a preferable text in here. You cannot preferably select a text in it. But whereas when you go for a text area checkpoint, you can preferably check only a particular area of the text. For example, when you go for online applications, like you do have LIC. In LIC, there will be n number of terms and conditions which are present over there. But there are only few terms and conditions which are very much useful to the customer as well as for you. So you are not going to check the whole text. So in that situation, you want to check only a particular area of the text. I think you are able to understand. So there is an application which is of LIC. So when you take a premium of an LIC, there will be a lot some 2 to 3 pages of terms and conditions. But all these 2 to 3 pages are not necessary for the customer as well as for the company. The company would provide all the terms and conditions, but for a customer there are only few terms and conditions which are applicable. So all those few terms and conditions only, I need to check only those few terms and conditions. That means I need to check only that particular area of the text. Only that particular area of the text. So in that case, I would be using a text area checkpoint. So how would you use a text area checkpoint? Click on record again and then go to insert and then output value and then click on text area output value. Now there would be a plus symbol appearing in there. Now drag the plus symbol in the way till which extent you want to select the text. So select the text in there and just leave it. So it is going to add a single line in here called as dialog login output checkpoint and whatever you want to check. So if I play back this script, then it is going to give me, it is going to show me whatever it has checked at runtime. I think we need not see that, right? It is going to check the same thing, whatever is present over there. So, and also, why am I recording? Why am I inserting all the output values in a single script is that you need to understand that in a single script you can use all the output values. It is not necessary that you need a separate test or you need a separate script in order to use different output values. You can have all the output values in a single script and in a single recording. Since you people cannot understand, I have took different records, four recordings till now, but it is not needed. When in a single record, you can use all the output values. Understood? Am I clear till here? I cannot hear you. Okay, fine then, good. So Tamanna, good? Are you okay till now? Are you good till now?
Why her mic mute?
Yes,
Priyanka?
very good. So in the same way, how I have explained you the database checkpoint, in the same way you are going to use the database output value also. Insert output value, database output value, and then specify SQL statement manually. Click next, create machine data source, beauty underscore flight 32. Click OK, and then SQL statement manually select star from flights and then click finish. So it will show you what are the data available, and see all are unchecked. All are unchecked. So whichever you want to check. So for example, I want to check only this flight number, the data of flight number. Then select the flight number and click on this check. So it is going to check. As you can see in here, there is a new column available which will check for a data table called as DB table, and it is going to check for a flight number called as 1023. This is what is going to check. Now click OK. Fine. So this is how. In case if you don't want to name this as like this, like agent underscore name output underscore text underscore out, so you are going to use a simple thing, that is just double click on it, and it will allow you to change the name of the column. So since it is the text in the data so since it is an agent name, so I am going to give agent underscore name. It will not allow spaces. Please do not enter spaces in any of the names in here. It will allow only underscores. So click OK. So it will be changed as agent name. So even this, just double click and then say agent field. So I'm going to check whether this field called as agent name is available. So click agent field. Now this is for text area. Agent text area underscore text underscore area. Click OK. And now DB table row 2 column. So this is nothing but database. So I'll say database flight number. I'm checking for a flight number, right? So I'll say flight number. Click OK. Fine. So this is how you're going to insert different output values. Understood? Clear till here? So if you have any confusion, please go through my recorded sessions. Okay? Fine. Now, we are going to talk about a very new topic and a topic which is of lots of fun. So that is called as parameterization. Parameterization. So parameterization is nothing but inserting data, inserting data into the script from another application or from any other resource. Okay? Yes, Tamanna, you need practice. Please do practice. I think, did it get installed in your system, the UFT? Is it installed in your system? Okay, fine. So inserting data into the script from any other application or from any other source like an Excel is called as parameterization. For example, see, I have a scenario like this. That is, you will check my computer. Not right now, Tamanna. I have please ask Ruma to help you out in order to install that, because our timings are not setting up. Yeah, later I can do that. Please ask Ruma in order to help you out. See, what was the mistake which I have done was that day before yesterday, I thought the number which was in my WhatsApp, that was your number. Okay, so I was just messaging her again and again because on Wednesday we didn't have a class, so I wanted to utilize that time. Yeah, thank you so much, Ruma. Thank you so much. Please help her out. That would be a great help to me, because the timings are not matching up. I'm really worried about Tamanna, that she is not practicing. I'm really worried about her. I want both the students in the same track. Thank you so much for the help. It would be a great help for me. Thank you. So fine. So we are going to assume that there is a scenario like this. Okay. So assume that we have a scenario like this. That is, see, as we already know, in agent name, I should enter minimum of 4 characters. Minimum of what? Minimum of 4 characters. Now, I'm going to check for 3 test cases in here. The first test case is I enter more than 4 characters. More than 4 characters and check if I'm able to log in or not. Number 2, enter exactly 4 characters and check if you are able to log in, and then enter less than 4 characters and check if you are able to log. Fine. So these are all the 3 test cases. The first test case is enter more than 4 characters. The second test case is enter 4 characters and check if you are able to log in. The third test case is that enter less than 4 characters and check if you are able to log in or not. Now, first of all, I need to record. In order to do all these things, I need to record. So click on record. Simply just click on record. And now Windows application. Click OK. Start. Right. What was my first test case? My first test case was to enter more than 5 characters. I cannot hear you, Tamanna. You're talking, I can see that, but I cannot hear you. Okay, let me do something. Let me leave the session for a second and I will do that. I think that might work out.
Hello?
Hey, Tamanna?
Ruma,
Uh,
hey, you hear me?
yeah.
Yeah. So please, can you send me, you need my email address?
Yes.
yeah, my email address is T like Tom, right?
Just write down over there. Write down.
Oh, yeah, yes. That's the easy way. Why I'm talking like
Tamanna, why you not go buy the new computer, Tamanna?
my computer I think is okay, but I didn't see anything whatever. But I wait for Black Friday.
Look, go and check now.
Okay, I
Okay?
can hear you people now.
Go and check the now. If you like that computer, buy it. Then if you don't like, then
Yeah, I
you can
went.
take it. You can give them back and new another one. You know, in a Black Friday, cheaper. If you find it cheaper, then you can buy an. Okay.
Because
And
I
you can
went, I checked
return
it
that
out.
one. Which one you bought? You know.
Yeah, I checked
Okay.
out at least. Hi, Pratisha.
Hello, I can hear you people now because it was like a Mookie movie where you can hear me but I cannot hear you people. I think there was some technical problem in this GoToMeeting, so I have joined again. Fine. So make me the organizer now. Please make me the organizer, Tamanna or
Okay.
Ruma. Please make me the organizer.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. So now you're going to enter an agent name and a password in here. So what was my first test case? My first test case was to enter more than 5 characters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? 1, 2.
You okay?
Theory and
What is Pratisha?
click OK. Yeah? So now close it and stop it. Okay. So here comes the fun part. So that is, see this. I have recorded only one name, that is PRATH. I have recorded only one test case, that was 5 characters of PRATH. But I'm going to enter and I'm going to use 2 more test cases in here. So see, watch how am I going to do. So go to keyword view in here. Preth is static. So you cannot change this name. But I am going to change this name and I'll show you how am I going to do it. Parameter. So as I told you, parameter does mean changing the values. So data table, it is a data table parameter. First, see the procedure in which I am doing it and I'll explain each and every step clearly. So what did I do? I went to the keyword view in here and then what was the value which I want to change? I want to change is Preth because this is what is the data which I need to change and check. So first I have checked out with 5 characters. Now I want to manipulate this script with 2 more cases. That was less than 4, exactly 4 characters and less than 4 characters. So click on this red symbol in here. Once you click on it, it is a constant now. But I don't want it to be a constant. I want to change it, change the data and the value of the data. So click on parameter in here and name of this data table, I want to give it as an agent underscore name because it's not going to accept agent underscore name. So it's a global data sheet. For now, just remember that it is a global data sheet. I'll also explain you what is this global data and local data does mean. For now, just understand that. Check on global data sheet. So click OK. And now see, the name has transferred in here. Now I want to replace this name for the second cycle with exactly 4 characters, PRAT. And then I want to replace it with 3 characters, PRA, right? Just like an Excel sheet. What did I do? The first one was, the first test case was to enter more than 4 characters.
Yeah, more than
Sorry, 4 characters, that is 5 characters. As you can see, PRATH, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characters. Now the second test case was what? To enter exactly 4 characters. That was PRAT, which is a 4 character. So what was the third test case? My third test case was PRA. So my third test case should fail. Yes or no? My first and second should pass. My first and second should pass because they are valid, whereas my third is not valid because there should be at least 4 characters entered in the agent name in order to log in. So now click on this run in here and let's see what is it going to do. As you can see, there is a black line over here. So it does mean it has took the first value. Now it has took the second value. Now it has took the third value. See, agent name must be of 4 characters. Now cancel and then stop by yourself because it has failed and it should fail. So see, there are 3 iterations. Iterations does mean there are 3 cycles which has took place. In the first cycle, iteration 1, as you can see, the agent name which QTP has entered was more than 4 characters. Now, in the second iteration, as I told the QTP to enter, it should enter exactly 4 characters. So that is PRAT. And now, in the third iteration, it should enter at less than 4 characters, that is 3 characters. As you can see in here, it is going to enter 3 characters. In the agent name, it has entered 3 characters called as PRA and it has failed. Cross button. Can you see that? So, by using a single recording, I'm gonna execute 3 test cases. What am I going to do? I'm going to execute 3 test cases with a single recording. And how am I going to do? How did I do that? By using something called as parameterization. By inserting data into the script from this sheet. How did I do that? I have inserted data into the script by using this sheet. How did you understand the meaning of parameterization? Parameterization is that inserting data into the script from an external application or from any other source.
Okay.
Our source in here is data table. Our source in here is a data table. Okay? Clear till here? Let me repeat the steps so that you can understand it much more clearly. So now I'm going to take a new test. Click on record. It's a Windows application. Click OK. And now start. Flight. What was my first test case? Enter more than 4 characters. So I'm going to enter 5 characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now password is as usual Mercury. Click OK. Close that. Now stop it. So now what is the value which needs to be changed? That is flight. FLIGT. This value is what I need to change. So I go to the keyword view in here and navigate to the keyword view in here. And then see, this is the value which you need to change, right? Just make a just give a single click on that. And you can find a red symbol like this over there. And it also would say you that configure the value. So click on this red symbol in here. Now it will show you that it is a constant, but I don't want it to be a constant. I want to parameterize it. I don't want it to be a constant. I want to parameterize it. So click on parameter in here. Now what type of parameter it is? It is a data table parameter because from data table I am going to enter the data. That is why I select data table in here. Okay, it's a data table parameterization. And now name of the data table. Name of the data table, I'll give it as agent name because that is the value which I'm going to iterate. So give agent underscore name. Now click OK. It should be a global sheet. I'll explain you what is a global sheet and a local sheet in here. For now, just remember it's a global sheet. Now click OK. As you can see, the data, the value should come in here. It means that your value is parameterized. If your data is not coming up in here, then it means that it is not parameterized. Okay, the data which is there, that should be replaced by the table name. The data was LIGT, right? So when you parameterize it should be replaced by the column name. Agent underscore name underscore name. Fine. So now, what should be the next data which it needs to enter? It needs the next data would be exactly. Yes, 1,
only
2, 3,
4 characters.
FLI. Yeah. So, what was the third one? Only 3 characters.
FLI, yeah.
So like this, you can enter n number of data over here. It will iterate for n number of times. Okay. So there is one more point which you need to remember in here is that you can also control this cycle. Control this. For example.
Which agent name title?
For example, yeah, sure.
What, any disturb over there?
Yeah, a little bit, but not right now.
Pratisha?
Yes, I'm there.
Oh, now you hear me.
What?
Finally you hear me.
Yes, finally I hear you. I can hear you. Are you following, Tamanna? Are you understanding what I am trying?
Yes,
to
I understand, but I need to, like practice my voice.
Yes, that is fine. So whenever you are practicing, if you don't understand something, just go through my recorded sessions, okay?
Yeah, I understand. Now.
Yeah, fine. So, okay, so for example, there are 100 lines in here, okay? So, is Ruma back? Ruma?
Yeah, I'm here. I didn't go anywhere.
So, oh, okay. I thought that you left for a second. Okay,
no.
So, if you have 10 lines of data in here, from 1 to 10, you have 10 lines of data in here, but you don't want to run all the 10 lines of data. You just want to run from line 1 to line 3, or line 5 to line 6, or from line 5 to line 8. And you should be able to control this data table. By default, it will run all the lines of data or all the data which you have in here. By default, it is going to run all the data which is present over here. But if you want to run only a particular table, for example, I don't know from whom, but there is a lot of disturbance. There is a kid crying and talking, I think.
It is not me.
Tamanna, can you please off your mic? Tamanna, can you please off your mic?
This is not.
Whose kid is crying?
I don't have anybody right now.
I think that is Arjun. No.
No.
Tamanna also have offered mic. I don't know whose kid.
Now still you hear something? It's now quiet.
No. Okay, fine. Let me continue. Arjun, me, you, and Tamanna. That's it. Okay, fine. Now I don't hear anything. Fine. So you do have an agent name in here. So this agent name, so as I told you, there are 10. If there are 10 values in this table, but I don't want to run all the 10 values. I want to run only this particular row, that is from 4th row to 6th row, or from 7th row to 8th row. I want to run only this particular rows. Then I need to go to file. So now, even now I can hear. Who is this QA organizer? It's you, right?
Hello, Priyanka?
Yes, I'm there. I can hear even now. Few background noise. I don't know who's that.
Background noise? Still? I didn't hear anything.
Yeah. But I can hear.
Oh, really? Because
That's
my ear is some kind of problem, I didn't hear.
Okay, fine, that's okay. So go to file in here, and then say settings,
Okay.
go to file, settings, and here you have sorry, you have run. Sorry,
File
you have run.
settings, right? File settings.
File settings, and then go to run.
Okay.
So in here, it is given in here data table iterations. So you are going to control how many times it should run. So you have 10 rows in here. If you want to run all the 10 rows, then select run on all rows. And there is a kid shouting. I don't know whose kid is it.
I don't have anybody.
Again, is that you? Okay, fine. So if you want to run on all rows, then you can select all rows. So for example, as I told you, you have 10 rows of data in here. You want to run all the 10 rows in this script, in all the 10 rows of data in this script. Then select run on all rows. In case, if you want to run one iteration only, means only the first line of the row or the first row, then you select run one iteration only.
Okay.
If you want to run from a particular row to another row, so run from first row to row 3, or run from row 1 to row 2. So what I am selecting in here, for example, I am selecting run row 1 to row 2 because I have 3 rows. I don't want to run third row. So when you make the changes, just remember, click apply and then click OK. Remember, whenever you make changes, click apply and then click OK. And now, as you can see in here, I have 3 rows, but I don't want to run all the 3 rows. I just want to I just want to iterate or run only row 1 and row 2. So in order to run only row 1 and row 2, what did I do? Go to file and then settings and then run and then run from row 1 to row 2. I don't want third row to run. So I have selected row 1 to row 2. Now if I click run, let us see what it's gonna do. It should run only first row and second row.
Okay.
So how many iterations should be available?
Okay,
There should only be 2 iterations. So let us see the results page. In the results page, see, there are only 2 iterations. So it has run only row 1 and row 2. Now, are you clear till here?
No, pass, okay.
Yes, Tamanna, are you clear till here?
My voice is okay, right, Priyanka?
Your voice is okay, but I don't know.
Tamanna, yes, you mute her, my dear, that's fine.
Okay, yes, so Tamanna has given yes. Is it a yes from you, Tamanna?
Yeah, this is from Tamanna, yeah.
Yeah, okay, fine. I think Tamanna have understood this topic. So, this is how you do data table parameterization. Now, let's talk about actions. So, there is, for the first topic which I have taught you was what? Output values. So, how do you work on output values, go to click on record, go to insert output value, standard output value, text output, text area output, database output value. Now later on I have taught you parameterization. And what type of parameterization did I teach you? I have taught you data table parameterization. What type of parameterization did I teach you? It was data table parameterization.
Data table.
Okay.
Data table.
Yes, it was. Yes, data table parameterization. This is what I have taught you. Okay.
Okay.
Data table parameterization. Now, okay. So now we are going to talk about actions. Oh,
Action. Okay. Hello, Priyanka.
Yep. Yes, yes, yes. I'm here. I'm here. I think there is some network problem today. Please type. Who is typing? Who is typing? I think there is some network problem today for me. So sometimes it's just disconnecting itself. Everything appears in the same time. Okay, please make me the organizer, Ruma, again.
Okay, I did.
Yep. Let the virtual machine open. Let my QTP get open. Okay, fine. It's open. Restoring. Okay, fine. So we have talked about output values. We have talked about output values. We dealt on output values, and then we also have dealt about what did we deal about just now? So that was parameterization, that is data table parameterization. Parameterization. Okay. Now we are going to talk about actions. Actions. They are basically two types of actions. Actions are broadly divided into two types. That is reusable. Sorry, not reading. So reusable and non-reusable actions. Non-reusable actions. So we have two types of actions, that is reusable actions and non-reusable actions. Now, what are all the... Okay, so before talking about this, let me show you first of all what does a reusable action mean and how do I recognize that a particular action is reusable or not, and how to make. So there are three things which I am going to talk about, which I am going to teach you on action. Number one is that how to recognize if a particular action is reusable, and number two, how to convert a reusable into non-reusable and non-reusable actions, non-reusable action into a reusable action. And then number three, how to split actions. So these are all the three things which I am going to teach you right now about actions. One is how to recognize if a particular action is a reusable action or a non-reusable action. Point number two, how to convert a reusable action into a non-reusable action. Point number three, how to split actions. Okay, so for that we are going to assume and we are going to take a simple example.
What is number three?
Pardon?
What
Number
is
three, how to split action. Split action.
Split.
That is number three.
split action?
How to split action. Yes. So we are going to assume a scenario. Not one scenario, we are going to assume two scenarios. Scenario number one. Scenario number one. Scenario number 1 is what? To log in and then log out, or else to log in, book a flight, and then step number 3 is to log out. This is your first scenario. Scenario number 2. Number 1, to log in. Number 2, view the order or view the flight, or we can also say view the flight, view the flight, and then point number 3, log out. So what are all the common actions in scenario 1 and scenario 2 are? The common actions or anything, common steps. Scenario 1 and scenario 2 are to log in and log out. So these are the common steps. What are the common steps? To log in and log out. These are the common steps. Now, first let me record a single action. Okay. So whatever we are gonna record in here, that is called as an action. As you can see, it is named as action. Now click on record, Windows application. So I am going to take the first scenario. First scenario is to what? Log in, book a ticket and log out. So I am going to record or create a script for the first scenario. Let me repeat it again. I am going to create an action or create a script for the first scenario. What is the first scenario? To log in, book a flight and log out. So Windows application, click OK, go to start, flight, sorry. I'm going to book a ticket. So month, date, year. Flight from, flight to, flights. Okay. On the name of insert order. Now log out. Log out is just to click on this cross button. Stop it. So this whole action consists of 3 different steps. The whole action, the whole script consists of 3 different steps. The first, Ruma, please off your mic once.
Voice disturb?
Yeah, can you off your mic once? Yeah, thank you. I think the voices were from your side. Now they have stopped. Okay, fine. Thank you for thank you to off your mic. So as you can see, in this particular script, in this particular action, there are 3 different steps. The first step is to log in, and till which line of the script is the first step is this. Till this step, that is login. Okay, enter the password and then login. And sorry, just a second. How is this recorded in this way? Oh, okay. Fine. Just give me a second. The script is not recorded properly. Let me take a new script. Record. I'll do it faster.
15, month is date also, month is 12th, month, date anyway, 12th month 2014. Flight from Frankfurt to London, flights, okay, name, insert order, stop it, no, stop it, fine. So, till which line of the script is logging in is this line, that is enter agent name, set Patricia, and then mid tab. Mid tab does mean instead of clicking on the cursor to go to the next field, I clicked on the tab button, that is mid tab, and then enter the password and click on OK button. So this here is my login. Fine. So that is step number 1. That is what? That is step number 1. Now step number 2. Step number 2 is enter the details, that is date of flight, flight from and flight to, and select the flight and book a flight for whomever the name I want to book, and clicking on insert order in order to finalize the ticket. So that is nothing but your step 2. So till where is the step 2? That is till this insert order, that is step 2, that is to book a flight. And now step 3. Step 3 is to log out, that is close the window, that is nothing but your step 3. Okay. Now what I am going to do is that the first thing which I am going to teach you now is to split this action into 3 different actions or 3 different steps. Right now it is a single action, as you can see, action number 1. So I am going to split this into 3 different actions. Is anybody able to hear me? I think everybody is in mute. Good. Okay, fine. So you're able to hear me. Fine. It has got, it is into single action right here, that is action 1. But I want it to split into 3 steps. That is action 1, action 2 and action 3. Login would be my action 1. Flight, reserving a flight, booking a ticket is action 2. And finally log out is action 3. So now what am I going to do? So since I have already separated these actions, just see that, just observe that the cursor is here. Okay, wherever I have split, so the cursor should be there. Now click on split action. I'm going very slow. First of all, split them like this by just giving spaces between the lines. Now once you give spaces between the lines, click on split action. Split action. Now it is showing that this is a reusable action. If you split this action, test which call this action may fail. Do you want to continue? So if first of all you want to know whether it is a reusable action or a non-reusable action. What is it? First of all, you need to know whether it is a reusable action and a non-reusable action, and then split. So in order to know whether it is a reusable action or a non-reusable action, go to keyword view in here and then select action 1. Go to keyword view in there, select action. In order to know if a particular action is reusable or non-reusable, select action and go to keyword view and then select the action, right click and then right click and then right click and then say action properties. What did I do? In order to, first of all, before splitting, you need to first know whether it is a reusable action or a non-reusable action. In order to know that, go to keyword view in here and then right click and then say action properties, and then as you can see in here, it is a tick. it has been ticked in here as it is a reusable action. That does mean it is a reusable action. Okay. So if you want to convert this into a non-reusable action, then just uncheck this. So there will be a message changing this action from reusable to non-reusable. Now, before changing it into reusable and non-reusable, you need to first of all know why am I changing this into reusable to non-reusable, and what do you mean by a reusable action and a non-reusable action. Reusable action is that an action which can be used again and again in different tests. Not only in this test, but if I want to use this action again and again in different tests, then it would be I should make it as a reusable action. As you can see in here, it is a reusable action, and click OK. Okay, by default, all the actions available are reusable actions. Okay. Understood till here? Yes. Okay. Good. Yes. Yes. Good. So now, since we have understood whether it is a reusable or a non-reusable action, non-reusable action is the action which need not be used again and again in different tests. Yes, that is called as a non-reusable action. Now, go to expert view in here. Okay, go to expert view in here, and now split. Now split the action. As you can see, you need to separate these lines and then click split action. Yes, I want to continue. I want to split it. Yes. Okay, I want to save the changes. Yes and okay. And don't cancel it. Now it will lead to another page. So first of all, you need to save the test. It will before splitting the test, you should save the test. So if you don't save the test before itself all by yourself, so it will the QTB itself, it will tell you to it will ask you to save the test. Now there are two ways in which I can split the actions. How many ways? There are two ways in which I can split the action. That is independent to each other and nested. Independent to each other does mean this action, the whole action of login, is not dependent on this flight reservation action. Understood? And if it is nested, it does mean if you want to use this action, that is flight reservation, then you need to use compulsorily. You need to use this login action also. As you can see, this action is dependent on this action. Okay, so I am going to use independent to each other. I don't want both the actions to be linked with each other. So what would be my first action? My first action is to log in. What would be my second action? My second action is to reserve underscore flight. Click OK. And now we can see it has been split. That is login and then reserve a flight. But within this reserve flight also, there is one more action called as logout. So within this reserve flight there is logout also. So I'm going to split it again, split this reserve flight again. So click on, so you need to separate first of all as I told you. Now click on again, click on split action. Yes, okay, save my changes. Now these are also independent to each other. So the first action would be reserve flight, and then the next action would be to log out. What is the next action? The next action is to, sorry, capital. So log out. Now click OK. As you can see, keyword view, expert view. As you can see, there are three actions for me now: login, log out, and reserve flight. These are the 3 actions available for me now. Till here, are we clear? Did you understand till here clearly how to check if it is a reusable action or a non-reusable action? How to check, how to split up the actions till here you have understood, right? So fine. Now, there is another action as I told you. Well, sorry, there is another scenario. What is another scenario? You need to again log in, but view the flight. You need to what? You need to view the flight. Okay, and then log out. Fine. So now what am I going to do is that instead of recording again and again this login and log out, I'm going to record only one thing. See, the second scenario also there is a common action, that is login and log out. So instead of using this login and log out, we are querying. File, open order, view order. View order is what? View order does mean opening an order and viewing that order. Customer name, Roma. So I'm going to do, so instead of recording login and log out again and again, what am I going to do is that I'm going to just view an order. I'm going to record only a view order from my second scenario. So click OK. Go to File and then Open Order. On the customer name, I want to open the order on the customer name called as Ruma. Okay. So that's it. Okay. That's it. So I'm not going to record logout now. But in order to run this script, I need login and logout actions also. So in order to run this script, what do you need? You need login and logout actions also. So how do I bring login and logout actions? Just watch out. Since your login and logout in the previous action, since login and logout were reusable actions, so what will I do? I will call that into this test. Right click, insert call to copy of an action. Insert call to copy of an action. Now from which test do you need it? So I want it from test 1. So open. Now in test 1 there are 3 actions: login, logout and reserve flight. So which one do you want to use it in this particular test? I already have viewing an order, but I don't have login and logout. So click on login and select at the end of the test. So I'm repeating again. Click on this symbol in here, browse for the test from which you want those actions. Once you have browsed, so it will show you what are the actions available. You have login, logout and reserve flight. So I need login in here. So login, it is a reusable action as it is showing in here. Now click on at the end of the test. At the end of the test, click OK. And now there is a copy of login created. Just like your Xerox copy, from the main copy, there will be a copy created in here. Now, I need logout also. Yes or no? Yes, I need logout also, right? Yes, so you need logout also. So how to call logout? The same way. Right click. You need to right click on action 1. Remember that. You need to click on right click on action 1. Insert call to copy of an action. From which test? That is from test 1. Open. So these are all the available actions. From that select logout. At the end of the test, click OK. But the way in which the actions are given in here, that is not the correct way. First there should be login and then action 1 and then logout. So in order to replace these in the same way, what am I going to do is that select test flow in here. Select what? I am repeating very slowly. Select test flow. Now the copy of login should be the first step, and then the second step should be to view the order, and the third step should be logout. So just drag and drop. Just drag and drop copy of login. Now copy of login and then action and then login. So am I clear till here? And you can drag and drop only when you select test flow in here. If you select action 1 or copy of login or copy of logout, you cannot drag and drop. You need to select test flow in here and then click, drag, click, first click and then drag and then drop it. Understood? Now, even though I didn't record login and logout, I'm going to run this test. Just watch out how is it going to run. Click on run. Fine. See, I didn't record login and logout, but how is it available in here? Because since I've prepared the actions in another test, and now you are able to run this particular test. So instead of recording again and again in each and every test, you need to just split it up and then use it in different tests. Till here, are you clear? Till here, are you clear? Yes. And what about Tamanna? Yes, good. So these are the topics which I have taught today. What were those? The first topic was we have talked about output values, and then we have talked about data table, parameterization, and then we have talked about what is it called as actions. So we have learned what is reusable action, what is a non-reusable action, how to split up the actions, and how to use these actions, these reusable actions in different tests, even that we have seen. Yes or no? Good. So I think this long class would be enough for today. So we'll meet tomorrow. Will be a holiday, and we'll meet on the day after tomorrow on Sunday. So we'll meet on that day. Okay. Fine. So thank you so much for your patience. Even though I have postponed my class, people had patience to wait for the class and take up the class. Thank you so much. So if in case I have postponed the class, I'll try my maximum to take the class on that day itself. Only at such cases where I'm not at all unable to take the class, only then I'll postpone the class. And thank you so much. Thank you so much for the patience. Good night for me. It's already 11:50. So I'm going to sleep now. I'm so tired. Goodbye. Good night. Good night. Good night, Roma. Okay, see you later. Bye-bye, Tamanna. Good night. Good night, Arjun. Goodbye.
See you on Sunday.